Hey, what's up, viewer? I am going to talk about this Gerber suspension NXT that I bought at Walmart for $32.58 after tax. Yeah, so I'm just going to go over it really quick. First of all, I wanted to point out the spring-loaded pliers, but the plier handle is designed in such a way that it won't pinch you. So if you would allow me to elaborate on that, I have a Leatherman Wave, for example. It is a pretty common tool, a pretty common everyday carry amongst multi-tool enthusiasts. But look what happens when I pull out the pliers. Now, there's no gap, or there's very little space. Now, again, why is this important? Because every now and then, I'll be using these pliers, and I'll get pinched by this part of the plier, like right here on the meaty part of my palm. And let me tell you, it hurts. It hurts so freaking bad. And I really don't like that. It happens maybe, like once out of every 10 times that I use the pliers. But when it does happen, gosh, it is not a good time. Now let's go back to the Gerber suspension NXT, and knowing the information that I just shared with you, there is absolutely no possibility of getting pinched by the pliers. Now, if this is something that doesn't affect you or you don't care, then whatever. But to me, this is a big deal. This just makes my multi-tool experience that much more pleasant. So there's that. Now, really quick, let me go over the tools. Awesome pocket clip. I love that pocket clip. We got a Phillips screwdriver, okay? All the tools on this tool are locking. So here's an awl, and they're all locking. So you unlock it. There's two little buttons on each side. You press them both at the same time and pull down to unlock it. And then we got a file slash flathead slash ruler, I guess, or measuring device of some sort. Yeah, so that's on one side. Then we have, on the other side, we have some scissors, and they look like they are pretty good scissors. Yeah, check it out. All right, cool. You got your can opener, and you got your bottle opener, and then you got this little guy here, the mini flathead. And then what else do we got here? We got a large flathead slash paint can opener or whatever, and wire strippers right there. And then we got a blade, and this blade is half serrated, and it's not that big of a blade. Again, if we were comparing to the Leatherman Wave, there really is no comparison. But you know what? This is not a fair matchup, because the Leatherman Wave is by far the superior tool, but you're also paying way more for this. So this is a great tool for someone who is just getting into the world of multi-tools. Perhaps you just want to dip your toes into the multi-tool pool, and this is a great tool to try out. As I mentioned before, it is relatively inexpensive compared to nicer tools, but I mean, don't let that deter you. This is still a pretty good tool. Now, did you notice something when I was showing you all those tools? I'll just go ahead and tell you. they're all on the outside. They're all accessible on the outside of the tool, which means you don't have to open the pliers to access any of them. Again, going back to the wave, you have you have tools on the outside, but if you wanted to, access one of the other tools like the scissors, you have to open the pliers to get to them. That is not the case with the Gerber suspension NXT. They're all accessible on the outside, and which, it saves you that one extra step of having to open the pliers first and then pull the tool out and then close the pliers. So it's just the little things like that that kind of make this a really nice tool, especially for the price. And there's one thing, if I may just take your time for just a couple more minutes, I have to make you aware of one flaw that I don't think is a big deal, but nonetheless, I will show it to you. And it's this. Watch what happens when I slam down on the pliers. The blade pops out if you hit if you slam on pliers too hard. Now, I have figured out one workaround, and that is if you make sure that the blade side of the handle is against your palm when you use the pliers. It doesn't really do it. It does it on these tools, but these tools aren't so much of a hazard if they pop out. Also, it only does it when you're slamming down on the pliers, like super hard. Like 9 times out of 10, you're using the pliers to just grip something, or like cut something, like cut like a wire or something. So you're usually not like slamming down on these pliers hard enough to make these tools pop out like that. So like I said, that's not something I am too concerned about, but I just thought I would bring that to your attention as an informed consumer, just so that you have all the facts. But at the end of the day, this is a great tool. I really like it. I've been having a good time, messing around with it. So there you go. This is the Gerber Suspension NXT, and I think I covered everything. There's a little like lanyard hole, and that's it. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.